And now you're ready to launch your membership? Hold on just a second. Before you hit that go button, there are a few essential last minute checks that you need to consider that could make or break your launch. First up, make sure that you inform your website host about your launch date and time. This is a big one, especially if you're expecting a significant spike in traffic when you open the doors to your membership. If your web hosting provider is not prepared, a sudden influx of visitors could overwhelm your server, leading to slow load times or worse, a complete website meltdown. To prevent this, get in touch with your hosting provider well in advance. Let them know when your launch is happening and what kind of traffic you're expecting. This way, they can allocate the necessary resources, whether it's additional bandwidth or enhanced security measures. The last thing that you want is for your site to go down just as people are trying to join your membership. And don't let a spike in traffic be mistaken for a cyber attack. Get ahead of any potential issues by keeping your website host in the loop. Next, give a heads up to your payment processor. Imagine this, your membership launch is going great, people are signing up, and then BAM! Your payment processor flags the sudden surge in transactions as suspicious activity, and they freeze your account. It's a nightmare scenario, but it's one that can be easily avoided. Payment processors are designed to protect you and your customers, but sometimes this protection can work against you if they're not prepared for a high volume of transactions. Before your launch, reach out to your payment processor and let them know what's coming. Provide them with details about the expected transaction volume so they can adjust their security protocols accordingly. This simple step can save you from a major headache and ensure that your members can sign up smoothly without any hiccups. Third, test your purchase process thoroughly. This might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people skip this step or rush through it. Don't assume that just because your payment gateway worked last time you tested, it'll work perfectly during your launch. You need to walk through the entire sign-up process from start to finish multiple times. Sign up as a new customer. Enter your payment details and make sure that every step of the checkout process works seamlessly. Confirm that your members receive the correct access, that they receive welcome emails immediately after their purchase. It's also a good idea to test this process at all membership levels or tiers that you're offering. Even if there's just a tiny glitch, it could turn potential members away. Validate every aspect of the checkout and membership joining process to avoid any unpleasant surprises on launch day. And that does mean you actually pay to join your membership in the way that a member would. You can set up a short-term coupon that you can use so you're not having to pay full price. But the important thing is you actually complete the purchase and the sign-up process and you test it thoroughly. Finally, check in on world events before your launch. This is a step that often gets overlooked, but it's incredibly important. The timing of your launch should align with the broader context of what's happening in the world. Launching your membership during a sensitive or tumultuous time, whether it's a global event, a national crisis, or even a significant industry-specific development, can make your messaging seem tone-deaf or out of touch. Take a moment to review the news and the general mood of your audience. If something major is happening, it might be worth postponing your launch or adjusting your message to acknowledge the situation. Being mindful of the broader context shows that you're thoughtful and considerate, which can go a long way in building trust with your audience. So to recap, before you launch, inform your website host about your launch date and expected traffic. Give a heads up to your payment processor to avoid any issues with transactions. Thoroughly test your purchase process to ensure everything runs smoothly, and check in on world events to make sure your launch timing is appropriate. These 4 checks are crucial for a smooth and successful membership launch.